Their mission to propel your spirituality to heights unknown. Their message, Christ-centered. Their music, enriched with contemporary freshness and artistry. Their name, R&R.
I'm Howard Riley.
And I'm Terrence Richburg.
And we are R&R. Terrence and I have been playing together for quite a while. And then all of a sudden, it was just the right time when he posed the question, let's do a CD. My personal preference is that everybody be influenced by the project in a positive way.
The CD Ascension was put together with really just two people, Howard and myself.
R&R, musical candy for the ears. Tell our audience, how did you develop your musical interest?
Basically, my interest came from an early age because I grew up in a family, in a home where my family was not inundated but surrounded by music. My parents had a musical group called the Richburg Singers, and also they had a choir called the Chariot Singers. And so at an early age, I began to hear the different sounds. They loved a whole lot of different kinds of music, jazz, gospel, classical. So my brother and I, we were constantly around music.
Okay.
Well, just like Terrence, my parents had a deep, abiding love for music. Nobody played instruments. Well, my mother played piano for her church before I came on the scene. My father was listening to music 24/7. All styles, it didn't matter as long as it was good music. I started playing saxophone when I was 11 years old.
What about your musical education? Did you study music? We always like our audience, and particularly young folks, to know that usually there's a price you pay for success.
Yes, in fact, I started on piano. My father and my mother both taught me piano. But from there, I went on to my high school, which was McKinley Tech High School. They had programs that were geared towards specific goals in music. So I was a composition major. And so I kind of carried that all the way through high school, through college, and I attended Catholic University.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I studied music through school, through elementary, not the 6th grade, through middle school and into high school, and I went to Howard for composition as well.
Okay. So you guys mentioned composition. That sounds kind of serious.
Yes, it is serious because it takes you into every realm of music, every style of music, every form of music. And you also get an opportunity to learn how to play a lot of different instruments,
okay,
which was right up my alley.
Terrence, let's talk briefly about R&R's business approach. Sometimes the musical talent is there, but some groups, they kind of miss out on the business side of things. What's the approach with R&R?
Well, one thing that I wanted to make sure of in terms of the business was that we protected ourselves. Everybody's getting sued these days, unfortunately. So one of the things you need to do is to set up yourself as a corporation or an LLC, which I did for the record label. That helps to protect your personal assets, like your home and other things like that. I mean, if you have a family, that's real important to them. So that helps to protect those assets from being acquired through a suit or that kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's only the things that are under the corporation.
And R&R is kind of unique because you have your own record label.
Yes.
Right. Howard, both of you are very strong and dedicated Christian brothers. Talk to our audience about the impact of your Christian practice in reference to your music. Let's start with you, Howard.
I'd have to say that the fact that Christ is at the center, practicing Christianity has really helped with the stick-to-itiveness, the idea that we had to complete our project and see it to wherever He wants to take us. And that's probably one of the most important things, if not the most important thing.
Well, one of the things that we did when we started the project is we prayed. That was the first thing. We wanted to make sure that the project itself was something that the Lord wanted us to do. And then we took the cues from how God led us throughout the process. I have tons of stories. If anybody comes to see us live, they're going to hear tons of stories about how the Lord has blessed us in this process. And He has been the center, He has been the focus throughout.
What's special about R&R's music?
One thing that's really special about R&R's music is that we focus on not only jazz, but gospel themes. The other thing is that we took a lot of time. We took 3 years to try to make sure that every song was a song that someone would like. We wanted to make sure every song was something that was melodious, something that a person would remember, and that was focused and centered in the direction of what we felt the Lord was leading us to do.
Okay.